So let's get started with body gym. Today, no equipment required. We're going to do a Tabata workout, which means 20-minute intervals and 10-second breaks. We're not going to repeat a single exercise today. Starting with a little pullback, we're going to shorten the warm-up a tiny little bit because we'll be getting warmer as we go throughout the exercises and the workout today, but we do need to prepare the body before we jump right into it. So few kickbacks here, nice deep inhales. You do want to warm up from the inside out, those lungs with the nice energizing breath through the nose. And then let's switch to a kick. So a high kick with a completely straight leg. And if you're a little tight through the hamstrings and the calves, that can be hard to do, keeping that knee straight on the kick, but well worth it. And so can expect to generate some good body heat during this workout today. And because we're going for time, I want you to take everything at your own pace. So that means if this is your workout for the week, I want you to really challenge yourself to keep good form, but also push your pace. Good, feet together, and then take a side lunge with an easy twist, and then big stretch straight up the middle. On the other hand, if you are needing to take care of any injuries or just areas in the body, if you need to watch out for the knees, lots of options coming up for the exercises where instead of the jumps, you can do a controlled lunge or a squat, keeping the feet planted, that kind of thing. And make it work for you. Most importantly, make it work for you. Make it effective and safe, of course, because you want to be able to carry on the rest of your day after this. We're going to go ankle over the knee and then squat and switch. Good, still breathing, nice deep inhale. Start convincing your shoulders to relax down a little bit further. We're going to try and keep them down there for the whole workout, maybe even the whole day. As we go. Okay. So those of you that know me know that I'm notorious for my timing, going over time. So I'm going to use the stopwatch on my phone here to make sure that we don't do that, because if I have trouble keeping track of a minute, I definitely have trouble keeping track of 20 seconds. So here we go. We're going to start right now with a lunge. So if you can take 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, starting nice and low, almost kissing the floor with your back knee, and then a hop switch. So this is for 20 seconds, hop and switch. If you're not hopping today, you're going to keep your feet grounded and just do that isometric lunge down and up. Otherwise, stay low. Good, last 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, 10 seconds, nice and easy. Shake out the legs. The first one kind of feels like, yeah, no problem. 10-second break already, that's like a treat. Start having that other foot forward, get ready. Here we go, 20 seconds again, I'd like forward. So key thing with the lunge, whether you're jumping or not, to keep the hips square. That means the side where the leg is in the back, you want to keep it forward with the front leg. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds. Shake out the legs. We're off to a great start. Good work, Susan. 1 down, 99 to go. Well, not quite that many. Okay, simply hopping forward and back, starting in a little squat. Hop forward, hop back. So your no hop alternative is just the squat. 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, good, 10-second break. And as promised, we're not doing that again. So next one is burpee to a high plank. And we go, arms up, arms down, step back to high plank, abs tighten up and reach. If you want, join me with the hop. Good, so Regardless, make sure those shoulders go right over top of the wrists and that we're not letting the head swing around. So when you step or hop back, keeping the head nice and firm, in line with the spine, and a 10-second break. Woo! Okay. Push-ups are next. 3, 2, 1. Your style, only for 20 seconds. That could be hands on the wall. Could be from your knees. Maybe you need to have your feet elevated. Good, keep pressing nice and strong. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take weight off of your hands right away for our 10-second break, because next up is a plank toe touch. We'll be back on our hands. Here we go. So from a plank, so starting with just toe touching from side to side, so the legs crossing. And then if you have the balance, adding in the toe tap with the hand. Not necessary, but optional. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking weight off your hands for the 10-second break. Shake it up, because we will be back on our hands again in a moment. This is the little extra hot upper body component with body weight on the hands and shoulders. 4 seconds till we go again. Mountain climbers are next. Hands on the floor, 1 foot forward, and we run. Let's go. Good. So again, if you're not hopping today, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, going as quick as you can. Good, nice and soft with the feet. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 10-second break. Woo, come off the hands. One more time, we're gonna be on the hands from this plank position. So our next one is the tuck. And so that's gonna be hopping forward and then hopping back, okay? Could also be stepping forward, step, 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 step. Here we go. Really working those shoulders here, abs, lots of core strength. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10-second break. Woo! Ho! Going from 0 to 100 here. Good news, we're gonna be on our feet for the next one. And this is gonna be a one-leg burpee. Okay, these are quite challenging. 20 seconds. Here we go. Do your very best. Cheat as much as you need to make it work for you with good form. We're taking one leg out of the equation. Hands come to the floor. Good. Then we hop back to a plank. Then we hop in, abs tight. We come up. Please modify this as necessary to work for you. All right. Hands down. And remember, it's only 20 seconds, which means we only have time for one more anyways. 3, 2, 1, 10-second break, and then we're on to the other side. Or perhaps you were staying on 2 feet anyways. Your choice. 3, 2, 1 leg burpee. Here we go for the last time. And so challenge yourself to hop back. Coming up, finding that balance. Of course, this does require enough hip and hamstring flexibility. So if that's the issue, going from 2 feet can help that a lot. Oh, my screen is blacked out. 3 seconds, 2, 1. That's not gonna work. Okay, 10-second break. I'll be guessing again otherwise. We're gonna go back down on our hands. This one is the twisted mountain climber from a plank position, and go. So we're going knee towards the elbow. Right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow, alternating. Good, with or without the hop. 3, 2, 1, and 10-second break. Slowly coming back up. Okay. Here's what's coming up next. Isolated lunge with a high knee. So 1 foot goes forward, 1 foot goes back. And we're on. This front leg stays glued. We're gonna come up, down, up. Just kissing that back knee almost to the floor. At the bottom, front leg completely straight, the top hooks forward. And switching sides. Well, 10-second break. 10-second break. Take it while you can get it. It's a short but sweet little reprieve there. Here we go again, down and up. Kind of nice to know though, that it's only the one. So even if you really dislike it, see if you can just work your way into a couple good reps, 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a 10-second break, and we move on completely. Never to be seen again. The lateral lunge with the kick is next. As I flip the page, so it's going to look like this. Take a big step out, lateral lunge, and then kick. Lateral lunge, kick. We did this one in the morning boot camp on Friday. And I'll just say, if you have a hard time coordinating this one, you wouldn't be alone. So you do that lateral lunge, and the same leg that you step out on is the one that comes forward for the kick. And 10-second break. Woo! Okay, getting ready to do the same thing on the other side. 5 seconds we go. 3, 2, 1, it's on. Side lunge, abs tight, and then kick. Good, so if you are wanting to add the challenge, then you want to work the pace. Just getting as many reps in as you can in that 20-second window. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a 10-second break. Okay, looking good. Next one is a squat. We're going to be adding a curtsy lunge to this. So 1 foot in the back, come down, and then hop. Hop. So again, if no hopping for you, keep your feet on the ground and just do that isolated isometric curtsy. And 10-second break. Whew, does that ever burn? Other leg in the back. 3, 2, 1, down and up, 20 seconds. So there's a lot of research around the Tabata high-intensity interval training method. Great way to increase this time, 10-second break. Great way to increase VO2 max. Great way to burn a lot of calories in a short amount of time. We are moving on now to a handstand shoulder press. So it looks fancy, but you can do this. I want you to try. Take your feet quite wide, bend your knees as much as you like, hands at shoulder width apart. Then drop your head so you can see the wall behind you. We're going to bend the elbows, try to touch the crown of your head to the floor, push straight back up. So this is actually quite easy for me. It should be quite easy for you too, but to make it harder, you bring the feet closer together. Okay, we had a little extra long break there just to discuss, so we'll go 20 seconds like that. It's an overhead shoulder press from upside down. If none of this is going to work for you for whatever reason, please resume another set of push-ups. That would be a great alternative. Or overhead press if you have dumbbells handy. Last 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and slow to avoid the head rush. 10 seconds here. Okay, moving on. We're going to be on our hands again. This is an interesting little plank position where we are just going to maintain that really strong, solid, flat back. And we're going to tuck and kiss the knees to the floor and then back up. Kiss and straight. Bend, straighten, and straighten. So the thing here is that there is no change in your low back at all when you bend the knees and when you straighten them. Very quickly, you should start to feel all the muscles around the belly button and below the belly button, those lower abdominal muscles that are supporting the low back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 10-second break. It's a lot of work on the hands today, so if if you need to, on the 10-second break, use that time to stretch out through the wrists. That feeling that your wrists are weak is usually actually just tightness in the wrists. Good news though, we're gonna flip over, crunches or necks. So from on your back, we're gonna bring the feet up and we're gonna touch the toes, alternating right and left for 20 seconds. Exhale as you're coming up. One hand can go back to support. Five, four, three, two, one, and switching. So 10-second break. Now we're gonna go straight up the middle. Straight up the middle, so hands back. And go for 20 seconds. Roll up, back down. On these ones, let's make sure we're not flattening the low back on the floor. The chin is towards the neck. If you need to keep one hand behind your head to support, you can. Of course, make this work for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Next up, we're going to do a complete crossover switch. So with the feet up, you're going to be reaching your right arm for your left leg. Elbows and knees stay straight. Right leg goes towards the floor, and then you're going to switch. Switch. So give yourself a moment to just coordinate the movement to begin. If you start with your hand on your opposite foot, and then just switch. Good. Now on this one, we're making sure not to arch that low back. Exhale to the side. Exhale to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. 10-second break. I gotta look at my notes here. Oh yeah, jumping jacks are next, but they're gonna be from a plank position. So we're back on the hands. Here we go. Solid foundation. Core tight. You can do a toe tap if you don't want the jump. 20 seconds, we're on. Good. Stay heavy on the fingertips. Chin pulls up to the throat. Let's keep that head level with the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How you doing? Woo! I hope you're hot. Hope you're hot. Looking good, Susan. Okay, we're moving on. Reverse crunches. So we're on our back again. This is like the flip-flop workout. On your back. I hope you can see me. Black floor. I'm in black. I realize that's not the best costume choice here. So arms stay down. We're actually going to put the arms under the hips. Here we go for 20 seconds. Lower the legs as low as you feel safe enough to go for that low back. And let's make sure we're not lifting the chin as the legs go down. Down. And if you have the strength, try to add a little hip lift at the top. A little hip extension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. Okay, we're getting near the end. So if you're starting to get a little bit tired, do not give up. We've got a very good one now. This is the plank hop. This is the one where we switch feet. And you can leave out the hop, of course, and just do the toe tap. So if you're starting in a plank, you've got 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Body weight goes loading into the hands, hop and switch. Okay, if there's no chance of hopping, step your other foot back to plank and then step forward. Plank, foot forward, plank, other foot forward. 20 seconds here. Five, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Oh yeah. 10 seconds rest. Okay. On your feet from standing, we're gonna bring the knees up. Just a good old-fashioned jog or a march with high knees. Here we go. Good, using the arms. Good if it's the march. Make sure the arms are coming up hard and fast with punches. 10 seconds. the floor, crab position. So that means seated with your hands beside you, and then lifting the hips. Okay, anybody that's tight in their shoulders is not gonna like this one, but this is such a good one for us all to do. So just lift the hips as high as you can, as high as you can tolerate it. And now I want you to kick one leg at a time straight up, like you're doing a can-can from on your hands. Now here's the thing, if you're up for the extra challenge, I want you to hold strong core, try to touch the toe. This is not required, this is just extra. See what you can do, either just the kick, which is already offering a great stretch for the chest, shoulders. Good, try to keep the hips up as high as you can, whatever that is. 3, 2, 1, and then coming all the way down. Good news, we're down to our last 2. This one's a traveling push-up. So if you normally do push-ups from your knees, you'll definitely want to be on your knees for this part. Do 1 push-up, then you're going to cross your hands over, bring them together, and do a push-up over here. Cross over, and push up. Take your time. Don't rush the switch. So let's cross over, and switch. Good, cross over and switch. We're almost there. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back to our 10-second break. Good news. This is it. This is the last one. Okay, shake out those wrists. We're gonna do a grand finale of burpees with a tuck jump. Okay, if you're not doing any jumps, just go really strong on the up out of that squat. Last 20 seconds, give it all you've got. Most importantly, raise your heart rate, so pick another alternative if you need to. Here we go. Please don't give up on me yet. We just got 5 seconds left. All the way. Let's do this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh yeah. Okay. Virtual fist bump. Virtual high five. Oh, amazing. Okay. Because of all that business on our hands, we're going to devote the whole cool down here to stretching out through the wrist. So if you have something soft you can kneel on, make sure that's close by. Feel free to keep moving if your heart rate is uncomfortably high. Keep your body moving. You can even do this from on the wall if you want to be standing for this part. I'm going to use the mat just so that I can be in view here on the camera, but we're going to start with the palms forward, fingertips towards your knees, and then slowly lean back only as much as you need to feel the stretch. You might feel it right away and not need to lean at all. That's okay. So before we switch anything here, see if you can consciously press each finger knuckle downward into the mat. And then we'll slowly take body weight off the hands, shake out the wrists, and then turn your wrists to the inside, fingers on the fingertips to the outside, and gently place the top of your hand on the mat. 50% of people are uncomfortable doing this, and so in which case you can do one arm at a time to give you much more control over the amount of body weight there. And then just double your holding time so that you have enough time to do 30 seconds on each side instead of doing them together. Good, and then before we switch this up, I'm gonna try to make a fist. And then relax the hands, shaking out the wrists again. Good job. The last one for the wrist, we're gonna give a little squeeze just above the bone at the wrist, and then we're gonna circle. So we're holding the soft tissue in place while we articulate through the joint. Big circle through the knuckles. And then the other way. And then switching hands. So you're just anchoring again those muscles and tendons. Circling at the wrist in both directions, getting that little stretch, trying to loosen things up for next time while we're warmed up here. Good, the challenge of the week is, can you squeeze in 4 stretches on your own this week? Not skipping any extra stretches after workouts that you do on your own. Awesome. Okay, keep up with the stretches. Add in a whole bunch more, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.